Hi friends, we're gonna make pizza today. Friday night is always a pizza day at our house. So the dough that I'm gonna teach you today is called crazy dough. You can make multiple things with crazy dough, and pizza is one of them. This dough has 3 easy steps to follow, and I'm going to start you with the first step. For the first step, we are going to put in here in the first bowl 2 teaspoons of yeast. We're adding 2/3 of cup lukewarm milk. 1 teaspoon sugar I'm adding. The chemical reaction between sugar and yeast works very well when the milk is a little warm. That's why we used lukewarm milk. When the yeast is completely dissolved, we are going to put this aside. Step 2 is 3/4 cup of yogurt with 1 egg, and you guys all know how much I love cracking eggs. That's fun. We are gonna mix this up. I have in the third bowl 3 1/3 cup of flour. This time I have used regular flour. However, you can use gluten-free flour for your pizza. As you know, I cook a lot with gluten-free flour, but this one is just a regular flour. We're gonna add 1.5 teaspoon of salt. 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder is also added here. You might say that you've already added yeast, and why are you adding more? If you remember, this is a crazy dough, and we are going to be using this dough in many things, in many bakings. So I want you guys to use baking powder, and you will see the results for yourself. We're gonna add all 3 together. I have squeezed our dough in together. I'm kneading it a little bit, and I realized that we might need a bit of more wetness in it. So I'm going to correct it by adding a little bit of milk. You can do that at home also. If you add too much milk and you realize your dough is too watery, then add flour. So anyhow, you have to be satisfied with the end result to know that the dough really sticks together and turns into a ball. We turned the dough into a ball, and we're going to cover it with some foil. This dough doesn't need a whole lot of handling, and as long as you can turn it into a ball, that's good enough. We will cover the dough with a clean cloth and let it rest for 2 hours to rise. This is a dough that I had prepared ahead of time. After 2 hours, it has risen to about 3 times the size, and now we are going to divide it into 4 equal sections and use 1 part for making a small to medium pizza today. So I have a surface here, and I'm going to put some flour on it. Okay, this is a dough to play with. Look how sticky it is, how stretchy it is. The stretch is because of the gluten that's in it, and I'm rolling it in some flour that I had put on my surface. And now I'm going to cut this dough into 4 equal pieces, because this is quite a lot of dough, and it makes 4 pizzas, as I said. I've turned on my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So while I'm opening my dough, the oven is going to warm up, and so here we go. I have opened up my dough in different directions in equal radiuses, trying to make it as round as possible. But if you pay close attention, you see that the dough has a bit of a resistance and it keeps pulling itself back because of the gluten that's in it. So the trick to that is to let the dough rest for about 15 minutes. Do its thinking, okay, and then you're going to come back to it in 15 minutes and you'll see that it will behave a bit better. So 15 minutes has passed and we've come back to our dough, and we are trying to open it up a little bit more to make it the size of our tray here. And as you can see, we are getting less resistance for it to open because we gave it time. I like to spray a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of my tray. Today's pizza is going to be a vegetarian pizza, and of course, as you know, the taste of pizza all comes from your ingredients. I have yummy ingredients to add on this pizza. I have artichoke. This is a preserved pickled artichokes with a lot of taste. The same with our sun-dried tomatoes. We have regular tomatoes, purple onions or shallots actually, with some mushroom. But first, we're going to spread this pizza with marinara sauce or any tomato sauce of your choice, followed by mozzarella cheese, and then the topping goes on top. One very important point is that you have to powder your nose like I have done here, just to show your family how much hard work it is to make such an amazing pizza with a very thin dough. Look how beautiful this beauty is. Mamma mia! We're ready to go in the oven. Pizza is ready. Ooh la la, mamma mia, look at this pizza. Ah, to die for. This pizza is lovely because the crust is so lovely and thin, just the way it's made in Italy. Just want to explain that a couple of minutes before I took this pizza out of the oven, I added a bit of oregano, and oregano needs to be added near the end so it keeps its wonderful smell and aroma. So now we are going to cut our pizza. My husband has some experience living in Italy, and he's told me that when you cut pizza, you have to go at it like this at the beginning. So you will cut the crust first with a banging action, and then you will roll. Right?
Right.
And I'm going to indulge. Phenomenal. I hope that you enjoyed this lovely recipe and try it at home. Until next time, buon appetito.